Hey guys, this is Sam, and today I want to talk about some hard drive stuff because what is more fascinating than a good old lecture on external hard drives? But I think it's actually kind of interesting to see how at least my own personal hard drive usage has evolved and how much better they've gotten over time. So I started out a few years ago with this guy right here. This is the My Passport for Mac. Used it for a couple years to back up my computers, edit videos off of, and store things on. But it's actually really slow compared to this, and more importantly, compared to my MacBook. Now this right here is the Glyph Technologies Atom Drive SSD. Really cool sounding name, and it's actually a really cool drive as well. But I upgraded to this one for a few reasons because it's so much quicker than this drive. And actually when we do the speed test in just a second, you'll see how much more laughable it is, because then right here, we've got the MacBook Pro, and the SSD inside of this guy is insane. It blows this and this out of the water, and we'll also take a look at that right now. So if we go ahead and launch up our awesome Blackmagic Disk Speed Test app that I just found today on the App Store actually. We have to go ahead and select our target drive right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out by doing the My Passport for Mac. If it loads, you can just see the response time right here using only USB 3 takes a few seconds to load. If we go ahead and hit open, we're gonna start the speed test. All right, so we got a respectable 99 megabit per second write. Not too bad, 98, 99, kind of goes back and forth, because keep in mind inside of this guy, we have a spinning disk still, because for a long time, if you actually remember back to one of the original iPods or the iPod Classic series, those didn't use flash storage like in the iPhone or the iPad now. It actually used a spinning disk, a physical disk that was spinning, reading and writing data, which today sounds insane, but then made a lot of sense. So it looks like we finished up about 95 for the write, 96 for the read. We've got this chart down here that's going to tell us what it can and kind of do and edit and process, because this is mainly designed for video. I want to go ahead and switch disks now, taking a little bit of a step up to the Glyph Technologies Atom Drive. This has recently been released. This is using USB 3.1 Gen 2, works with these new MacBook Pros, and you'll see right away that the transfer speeds are pretty insane. If we start it, it goes all the way up to about 730, which is a lot more than we got on this guy right here. So 730, pretty good. You can see it says we can write on anything but just 2 of the 21 or 4K files above 30 frames a second. And then with the read, it says we can do a lot except for, I think, a total of 6 things. About 739 for the write, 500 something for the read. Bottom line, it's incredibly fast, and 7 times faster than the My Passport, 5 times faster than the My Passport for a read. So just a lot faster overall. And then finally, want to switch to that last drive. We're going to go to my actual MacBook. Just going to select my random folder right here and go ahead and hit start. Now this is what impresses me the most, and I didn't even know it until I tried it out, but my MacBook Pro apparently has this ridiculous SSD inside, and it's giving me 1170 write and 1380 read. On the left side for write, we've got about 12 or 11 times what I was getting on here, and then on the read, wow, we're up to 1600 now. About 16 times the read capacity of my Passport is on my MacBook Pro. So that's really cool. Anyway, I wanted to really just make this to talk about, well, first of all, what drive I use to edit video, which is the Glyph Technologies Atom SSD. And then when I'm not editing directly off of my MacBook, when I have a lot of footage for a day or just want to spread things out to another drive, so I'm not getting my actual MacBook's SSD all filled up with video, I go with this guy right here, a terabyte of storage. But one very important thing to note is the prices of all of these. Right now, for whatever reason, solid state drives or SSDs are crazy expensive. This costs $420 if I'm not mistaken, where you can get a My Passport for Mac for between $100 and $200. So half the price, and this is actually the 2 terabyte version, so half the price for twice the amount of storage, but on a much slower disk. And then of course, this MacBook right here retails for $2,400. But inside, you know, you get this nice little quick SSD, so I guess it might be worth it. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like down below, and of course, subscribe for more videos and comparisons similar to this. If you want to pick up any of these drives or even the MacBook, I will leave links down below in the description where you can check it out for yourself. Once again, I've been Sam. Hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you later.